Alright, welcome back everybody to part 2 on acid derivatives, where we go through a bunch of examples. So what I want you guys to do right now, this second, no questions asked, please do this, okay? I'm requesting you, no, I'm demanding you. Pause the video, do these problems on your own using the techniques I showed you guys, and see if you guys can come up with an answer. Then compare your answer with my answer, okay? And work with me. I mean, there have been many times where people say, oh, I understand it by just watching me, but when I ask them to do a specific problem, they don't know how to do it. Okay, so again, pause the video, please. Again, I'm demanding you. Pause the video and try to do these problems on your own, and then compare your answer to mine, okay? So, you better pause it, okay? I'm not joking. You guys better pause it, okay? So the first problem is, again, I'm going in chronological order as the way I've discussed it in the first part. So the first reaction in the first part was where I did an acid chloride with water. That's the same example I'm going to be doing here. Okay. So the first reaction, again, is an acid chloride. I'm going to go through this fast. Acid chloride with water under basic conditions. We're going to generate HCl as a byproduct, but nonetheless this base is going to remove it out of solution for no side reactions to occur. All we have to do is replace the chlorine with an OH group. So our product will look like that. Okay, so we have a carboxylic acid that looks like that. Second reaction is we have this weird looking structure here. Okay, we have a carboxylic acid and a acid chloride that's going to react to form an anhydride. So the technique, use the same technique that I showed you. Erase the H, erase the Cl, connect the fragments, and you can get your anhydride. So it will look something like this. There's a 5-membered ring right here, and then we have our carbonyl, or another carbonyl, and our oxygen in between. There you have it. Okay, so that was our second reaction. Third reaction, acid chloride alcohol. Here's our pyridine. It could be pyridine or sodium hydroxide, just some sort of base, and all we have to do is replace the chlorine with this piece that I'll put in brackets, and we get our ester. There you have it. The fourth reaction is an acid chloride with a secondary amine. Doesn't really matter. In this case, the R groups that we selected were both carbon groups. And we have a base, right, pyridine. Replace the Cl with the piece that I'll put in brackets. Okay, so effectively our product will look like this. And we have our amide. Okay, so I'm going to transition over to the last 4 examples. Now the final things we see here is reactions 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I'm going to go through this fast. Right now you guys should pause the video. I'm demanding you guys to pause the video and do these problems and compare your answers to mine, okay? Again, the only way you guys are going to benefit from these examples is by you guys not watching me do these, but actually doing them yourselves, okay? So reaction 5, you have an acid chloride with lithium aluminum hydride, which is your reducing agent. You're going to form a primary alcohol, so it's going to look like this. Okay. Remember the technique I showed you guys? Let me zoom in on the top half of it. Remember the technique I showed you guys? Get rid of the chlorine. Get rid of one of the bonds. Okay, so get rid of chlorine, get rid of one of the bonds, and add an H to the oxygen. That's exactly what we did there. Reaction 6, we have an acid chloride with diol H. All we do is replace the chlorine with a hydrogen, and we get our product. Oops. We get our aldehyde. There you have it. Reaction 7, you have a acid chloride reacting with the Grignard reagent. Remember, the Grignard reagent adds twice to the carbon of the carbonyl. Through the course of the reaction mechanism, you get the chlorine leaving, and this becomes an alcohol. Okay, so your product will look something like this. It's tertiary alcohol always. and it will look like, let's see, okay, there's your first group from this piece right here. Here's your second R group, right? And here's your alcohol. These two pieces right here, this 1,2 carbon, 1,2 carbon, both these ethyl groups came from this piece right here. Both those, this guy right here added twice to this position, which was known as your carbon of your carbonyl. That carbon is the same as this carbon. Okay, and you get your tertiary alcohol. Same product always. 1, 2, yeah, that looks good. The final reaction, reaction A, is an acid chloride with your Gilman reagent. Replace the chlorine with the group inside, which is a methyl group, and you get your product. CH3, and there you have it. There's your product. And that's all it is to it, okay? I hope you guys answered every single one of these questions correctly. If not, get some more practice, okay? Again, try doing these problems over again at a later time, or try to find some more problems in your textbook or something like that. But basically, that's the way you guys should always approach these problems, okay? And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys benefited from this video. And until next time, this is MoBaller12 signing out.